Nothing, he just started playing League of Legends. Ladies on Reddit, what was the dumbest thing a guy said after sex? What's up my bro, thanks for coming to another storytime, hosted by your favorite narrator, Andrew. I know you're going to love today's story. So if enjoy it, hit the like button. If you want to watch more storytimes with me, then subscribe. If you do, I'll go ahead Amazon Prime you Mango Jewel Pods. No more waiting, let's get to the stories. Me, gives blowjob. Guy. Did you cum babe? His window was open during the deed, and when we got done he closed it and said, I really hope someone heard that. My ex-boyfriend said to me during our first and only sexual encounter, crap my stepdad's home. Before he ran to his en-suite bathroom to hide. He left me lying there naked and really pissed. He didn't say it, but afterwards he grabbed his phone and went on a tracking app and tracked that he had sex that day. The guy once said you're welcome after he was finished. It was quick and so uneventful I was just completely shocked. Like thanks dude for ducking me? I just started laughing and I never hooked up with him again. Cuddling in the afterglow, him gazing adoringly at my nude body whispers I've just never seen boobs as small as yours. From a comedian? I slept with this guy and him trying to be witty and cute goes you are almost beautiful. I responded I was almost going to duck you again. My partner will sometimes slap my ass afterwards and say good game. It always gives me a laugh. Edited to add. I told my boyfriend that this blew up overnight and all he had to say was you're welcome with a crap-eating grin. He kind of dipped in, nutted, went to roll over to sleep, I told him I wasn't done yet. And his response oh, okay. Do you want a back rub? I kind of wanted to cum my dude but okay. I will add, I found out later his ex had depression and her medication made it so she couldn't orgasm, so to make it even he would give her a back rub after. He was being nice, it was just weird in the moment as someone who was capable and interested in finishing. I was snuggling with my boyfriend in the afterglow and I looked up at him and asked, what are you thinking about? Thinking he would say something sweet. This bitch deadass looks down at me and says mud flaps. Edit. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. My boyfriend had just bought a truck, so he was thinking about accessories a lot. I wasn't even mad, I laughed and then he laughed, and we just laughed for like 10 minutes at the dumbness of it. After sex, my guy collapsed on top of me. When he pulled back, our sweaty chests somehow made a small suction squelch noise. His romantic next words? Haha boob farts. He laughed so hard at my reaction he snorted. Are you a lesbian? Got asked this from a FWB since I did not cum, and he thought of himself as a sex god, so that was his logical conclusion. Edit. Thank you all for the responses, we were not FWB for long for obvious reasons, and when I got the question I was so flabbergasted and a little bit drunk, I just stuttered a no. I could have used you guys for a clever comeback. Mind if I hit this? And then he pulled out a vape pen he'd hidden under the bed. My bed. Specifically for this reason. Edit, he was not being ironic. He also dumped me 4 times, I was young and dumb, for a girl that lived in Norway and used to bring a box of wine and an avocado to parties. Just for himself. He'd eat it while he tried to find people to fight. Eli, if you're reading this, thanks for the Reddit fame. I'm a guy, but I have a stupid one I'd like to share. So me and a neighbor were friendly and one night I slept over. We both still had to get up and go to work the next morning, but when the rolled around, we decided to squeeze in one more. Unfortunately for me, the climactic moment arrived right as I heard the sound of a large truck outside the house, and the worst possible moment for post-nut clarity popped up. I stopped moving and said to no one in particular, crap I forgot to take the garbage cans out for the trash trucks today. We don't talk anymore. I'm a guy. For context, last week GF spends the night raiding on Destiny 2. She does the stupid drop the towel challenge, anyway we go at it instantly, then after we are done I turn back at the screen and notice the voice overlay. Then it hit me like a ducking truck, and I say it out loud. I never turned the ducking mic off or bailed out of the raid group. She bursted out laughing while I just try to reach for the controller to turn off this box. Edit, since everyone is asking, it was Garden of Salvation. Already own 1000 voices, Anarchy, and Taraba. Not a woman, but here's the dumbest thing I've ever said after sex. We were both really horny. She was in a particular mood where she wanted and demanded that we duck really hard. So after about 30 minutes of some non-stop pounding, we both flopped to the bed in exhaustion. After I caught my breath, I wanted to make sure she was all right. I asked how she was doing, using a tone that insinuated, "Did I hurt you?" She smiled and said yes. And like an idiot I said, "I thought so. Your vagina is built Ford tough." There was a brief pause where we both took audit of just how stupid I am, and then she started laughing at me while I cringed and buried my face in the pillow due to embarrassment. She was a gem. My boyfriend has a quick draw problem, which is honestly fine 80% of the time to me. It bothers him though, and I cannot get the poor guy to stop saying sorry nearly every time. He's attentive in the foreplay, so it's really all good, but stop saying sorry 0.0002 seconds after you nut. Edit. Thanks everyone for the suggestions on using a numbing cream. Reiterating that I'm very content with our sex life, and for those who mentioned I judge him, you missed 99% of my comment. Also, I ducking pray that my boyfriend never finds my Reddit account. I don't have the patience to make you cum. Excuse me? I just spent 25 minutes or maybe more killing my throat and jaw by trying to get you off with only my mouth because you didn't tell me you didn't have any condoms and also decided to be too lazy to get some by yourself like the adult you are, and you don't want to even touch me a little. This guy also asked me if I came after he had sex with me for 5 minutes, maybe less, without foreplay. It's okay to be bad at sex, it's okay to cum quickly, but at least show your girl that her pleasure matters too, damn. Edit. I guess I should add here that I am, of course, no longer with this guy. The relationship was absolutely pitiful, but that kind of stuff looked normal to me because of my previous relationship that I can qualify as worse. I'm with a better man now, no worries. One time my husband and I were doing the deed with me on top. He pulls me close, puts his face in the crook of my neck, and as he came, he unintentionally made the most hilarious wet fart mouth noise on my neck that I have ever heard. If he didn't have such a grip on me, I would have literally fallen off from how much I was laughing. And then it got worse because he was laughing too, but he was still sort of in the aftershock of coming, didn't move his mouth, and it became a mouth fart laugh. Which made me laugh even harder. It was so stupid, but it still makes me smile. My boyfriend's brain goes into this weird hyperfocus mode as soon as he comes, so I'll be laying on him catching my breath hoping to continue the fun, and he'll blurt out something like, "I ordered some things to put in my yard to attract crows, I hope they like them." I've done a lot of research on attracting and befriending crows. But I wonder if they'd prefer something more like a game or some kind of water feature. Wow, I love my boyfriend, but he says the dumbest stuff, especially right after sex. Highlights include, "You feel so dense right now. I've never felt more like there's a man lying on me. I have so many thoughts running through my head right now. I wish I'd learned more yo-yo tricks. And when I told him to stop playing with my nipple. Just imagine my finger is a tiny Zamboni." Honestly though, that post-nut clarity comes washing over you, and you quickly take a look at your entire life up to that point. It's too much information at once. All of your success and regret comes at you, and you suddenly go back to that one time 8 years ago when you tried to impress your friends with a yo-yo and ended up hitting yourself in the head. You really wish you had learned more yo-yo tricks by then, and you realize that your girl would probably have appreciated your sick yo-yo skills too if you had just taken more time to learn them. I just wanted to know what it felt like to have sex with a virgin. Then he got dressed, left, and never spoke to me again. My first sucked. Edit. Holy duck. Where did y'all come from? I woke up to awards, comments, PMs, and so much love and support. I'm utterly floored. Thank you. Wow. Backstory? Younger me was totally convinced of her complete lack of attractive qualities, stupid lack of confidence or understanding of self-worth. We were both in the Navy, and I was 18, still a virgin, and kinda desperate to get over it, and he was 22 and far more worldly than my sheltered stupid ass. He was a guy that I worked with and we flirted constantly. He was really nice and we would talk for hours and hang out every free moment we had. He asked me out and he took me out for dinner at a restaurant in a hotel. I didn't think anything of that, I was very naive. One thing and another, and y'all know how it ends. I was pretty devastated at first, I thought he actually liked me, but I got a lot better at spotting bullcrap after that. I was more discerning the next time, and most of my relationships and sexual encounters have been good or great. I sincerely hope he grew the duck up and figured his crap out. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.